Alright, so today we are going to just look at a couple special situations that could and does happen when you're talking about systems of equations. Okay, you should have already completed your bell ringer, including making your graphs on a separate sheet of paper, taking a picture, and then uploading it onto the document, and then answering, then typing in your solution. If you have not done that yet, you need to do that. I will be looking at that and grading that. Okay? But as I mentioned, today we're going to be talking about some special situations. Okay, and I think this is a really good one because there was one similar to this on the worksheet from the first part of the worksheet that you worked on yesterday, like this first equation here. So it'll be kind of a good refresher. Now, with this first equation here, this one right here, we don't know what our slope is or our y-intercept is currently because of the fact that our y is not alone. Now, if our y is not alone, very first thing we have to do is get it alone. In order to get it alone, basically you're going to say what's happening, do the opposite. I'm going to move it down here for some more space. So we have 2y minus x equals 2. Well, y is being multiplied by 2 and then subtracted by x. The last thing I said was subtracted by x, so first thing I have to do is add x on both sides. Now I can't actually add an x to a 2, and because we're going for slope-intercept form, the x should be written first. So I am left with 2y equals x plus 2. Now it's being multiplied, because we're talking about y. Y is being multiplied by 2, so we divide both sides by 2. Now on the right side here, it's the whole thing, so we have to do circle, circle, make a pretzel. Currently, there's no number with the x, so the number there would be 1, so we get y equals 1/2 x plus 1. Now that I solved that top one, you might be seeing that they are the exact same equation. Just to kind of drive home the point, I'm going to graph both of these in different colors on the graph at the side here. For the first one, my slope is 1/2 and my y-intercept is 1. So I'm going on the y-axis, which is the one that goes up and down, to the value, I'm going to go to the y value 1, and I'm going to put a point. Okay, from there, my slope is 1/2, which means I'm going to go up 1, right 2. So then it'd be there, and then I can also go down and left. So then I would connect them best I can on this. Okay, so that's the first one. I'll switch colors, and I'm going to do the second one. And for the second one, my slope is 1/2, my y-intercept is 1. So I start by putting a dot on 1 on the y-axis. From there, I'm going up 1, right 2, up 1, right 2. You're probably seeing that we're hitting the same dots, and when I graph it best I can, you should be able to see that it is the same line. Now, because it's the same line, it means that it's literally going to meet each other at every single point. So if it happens to be the same line, this would mean infinitely many solutions. So the answer here would be IMS, because IMS stands for infinitely many solutions. So if you happen to land on the exact same equation, then your answer will be IMS. You do still need to graph them because that's really good extra practice for you. Okay, let's look. Okay, in this one, the top one, we already know our slope is 3, and I'm going to put it as 3 over 1, and our y-intercept is negative 3. For the bottom one, we do not know our slope and y-intercept yet because the y is not alone. It's being multiplied by 3, so we have to divide by 3. We must do circle, circle, make a pretzel. That gives us y equals 3x minus 3, and I am seeing that I chose the wrong problem here, so I'm going to make an adjustment for the sake of conversation. Let's say that this equation here was not 3y equals 9x minus 9. Let's say instead that it was 9x minus, let's say 12. Okay. because I want you to see both types. Okay, so now we would be able to divide both sides by 3, and we would do circle, circle, make a pretzel. And what we would have is y equals 3x minus 4. Okay, so when I go to graph this second one, my slope is 3 over 1. My y-intercept is negative 4. Okay, graphing the first one, I go down to the negative 3, put a point. My slope is 3, so I go up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1, and then I connect, extend, and draw my arrows on that one. For my other one, the y-intercept is negative 4, and I'm going up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1. It's not the easiest to create this on this, but hopefully you can see that these two are, refresher from 5-6, these two are what we call parallel. Because they are parallel, aka they have the same slope, but a different y-intercept. So if they're parallel, they're never going to meet. If they're never going to meet, that means there is no solution. So the answer here would be no solution. Okay, so those are the two types of new problems that you're going to see. Make sure on all these problems that you're doing that your y is all alone before you can say what your slope is and what your y-intercept is to graph. Okay, so make sure all of worksheet 6.1 is done. If, as always, you can rewind this video if you need to see more. You can also watch the other video by the other teacher from my website also. Okay, take your time, good luck, and be on your best behavior.